wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. From inside the 15, here's the return. Oh, better look out! Can they catch him? He'll take it to the house! Touchdown, Nittany Lions! He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you... Celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense, we always talk about offense, but man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Well, I'd say that's quite a way to make an early statement. Take the opening kickoff and run it all the way back for a touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Adams. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Spits it out to the back. Makes the catch. It's Young. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go.
Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play.
Right away early in this game, first drive, you're seeing the big storyline here. It's this quarterback's speed versus the defense and who's going to win the day. And I love the tone the defense is setting here. They knew coming in they were going to have to find a way to corral this guy, and they're able to get home.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Godwin on the return.
Great job getting the interception, maybe an even better job on the return. You got the convoy, you're finding your blockers, you're out in the open field. You're saying, hey, coach, watch me with the ball in the open space. Maybe I can get on offense and get a few throws. That was a phenomenal individual effort.
And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on first down. On second and goal, he carries again. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State! A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Russell. Going for the big play. Makes a grab right down the middle. And he's brought down after a huge completion. High-flying pass catchers and the Crimson Tide. That combination wasn't right at the top of your mind, say, 30 years ago.
No, it used to be run, run, more run, and you've seen over the years they've opened it up, the playbook, and they've brought in dudes. They've had some guys that can fly, receivers winning Heisman trophies, like so many game breakers on the outside that make big plays in this offense.
Catch in the middle, it's Williams. Tackle is made after the catch, but it'll set up first and goal from the 7. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. They'll send the back in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice. Oh.
Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off.
I love the coverage by the defense right here. Great job getting up in their space. Nothing easy down here for a 2-point conversion. The interception was just great.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Running behind that left side. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your run.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Might be changing the route. Back to throw, it's Allard. He fires to the left side. He's got it along the sideline. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. So the kickoff team will come out after they turned in a score on that last drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's Adams. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Cuevas. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
to the air on second down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Alabama quickly back to the line.
4th and inches anywhere on this field. I don't care if it's in the red zone on your own goal line. If you have their offensive line, I'm going for it.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Well, you're seeing a complete effort right now by this football team. Their offense has been doing their part, scoring points. They've got a big lead, and the defense right now is just shutting the opponent out. So good against the run and so athletic.
Looking to take a shot. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35.
Thank you very much. That's what the quarterback's thinking on that last play. I think he was even shocked that his receiver was that wide open downfield. He'll take it.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Miller. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. So now it's 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Russell. Pressure coming. Forced out of the pocket. Oh, he's got some space. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
Quick pass on the fly motion. They'll knock him down behind the line, and that's how we'll end this quarter. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Off play action. Oh, they're after him. Almost had the pick there. Would have been his 2nd of the game. Instead, it brings up 3rd down.
And that was another ball thrown in harm's way. And this young man, he already has 1 interception. That was almost a 2nd. Just playing a little bit loose with the football. Let's make sure we get that dialed in. We can't make those mistakes. Hard to win games when you make big mistakes.
The Crimson Tide a long, long way from the line to gain here on 3rd down. Off the boot, looking for his man. He wants it all. Touchdown Tide! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post, right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
He gets the 2-point conversion, and we've got a ball game. They're down by 7. He'll bring it out. It's Martin. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. And a flag flies as the pass is incomplete. Let's see who it's on. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looking downfield, it's Allen. Flips it out to the back. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
this defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Wants to go up top. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. The longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
They'll run the screen. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Wants to throw again. Snagged in the middle. It's Singleton. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15. The Nittany Lions want to move quickly.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Going for the big play. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel on the field, you want to run the ball against it because you got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens outside when you have tight ends flexed on the perimeter, bigger bodies blocking smaller guys.
Going over the top. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Defense made a play with that interception to set them up. Now to see if they can cash it in.
And you want to run the football. I mean, that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Sends it back in motion. Back to throw, it's Aller. Makes the grab, it's Ross. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, I'll tell you, it was a pretty dumb decision by the opponent to go for it so deep in their own end, and this offense now is making them pay for that. After getting the ball back on the 3rd play of the drive, they're able to run it, get the first down, and stay on the field.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Pena. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great defenses.
Now inside the 20. 1st and 10 from the 18. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on first down. Quick strike complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Aller. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
We know about this running back's versatility. He's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the right. And they can't complete the bullet pass on 3rd down.
After that incompletion, it's now 4th and short in the red zone. Decision time if you're the head coach. You just take the field goal, or do you keep your offense on the field looking to get 6?
And the Nittany Lions will try to pick it up on 4th down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. The Nittany Lions moving quickly to the line. Looking to pass. It's out. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
Man, that is just great awareness by the big fella up front defensively. He did a good job just reading the quarterback's eyes. He knew where he was going with the football, and he's like, hey, these interceptions, they're not just for the little fast guys. Us big guys can get it done, too.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the 1st half. These corners backing off a bit. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. The give is to Miller. That'll be a beneficial run as he creates some breathing room and gets it up to the 13-yard line. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Grabbed in the middle, it's Williams. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got a man, it's Williams. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. And that'll do it. Here in the 2nd quarter, halftime has arrived, and we head to the studio. The Nittany Lions will kick it away to start the 2nd half. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Hovering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have two hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Second down after the offense averted absolute disaster. To the air, it's Russell. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down, just thrown an incompletion, so third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Right down the middle. It's caught. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. The Tide with the 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Cuevas. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Here's the pressure. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
Well, it's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last 2 plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
And this defense is... Stout this pressure, another sack.
And how about that back-to-back sack? You want 2 sacks in a game, that's a great game. He is flying around, getting to that quarterback and getting him on the ground.
He tries to take the top off. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
They kick it away on fourth down. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Looking to throw, it's Aller. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The lone back's got it. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Rushes on him. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. The Nittany Lions in the hurry-up. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Makes the grab, ready for the first down. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Incomplete. Very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that? It'll be 2nd down.
Well, this quarterback has struggled, having already thrown 2 picks. That should have been number 3. Somehow the defender dropped that one. Things not going well for this Q.
Running back searching for a hole. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
Trying the running game. Let's see if they do it again on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Howard. Takes the easy throw in the flat. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover. And you saw a great example of it with that running back.
On 3rd down, going up top. The sure hands, it's Singleton. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Looking for the end zone. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. The Nittany Lions racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll move the wide receiver. They go right back to their man on 2nd and goal. He's going to lose a yard on that one. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They want to dance their way in on 3rd and goal. They will stop him short, and the defense trying to keep him alive. offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Here we go. What great shape they will be in if they can punch in a touchdown on 4th and goal. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing it. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
Bringing it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Looking for a man, it's Simpson. Going downfield for the big play. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the 4th quarter, getting your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking for room. It's Allen. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Throws from the tight end. Working the middle. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air. It's Aller. Fires to the tight end. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. And the Nittany Lions have this offense rolling. The give as they work on that clock. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if it's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. It's a running room. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. Handoff from the gun. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. They stopped the return right there, and that will do it. This one is in the book. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.